Hello and welcome to a very special edition of Globe Watch from the Cameroon Radio Television with me, Charles EBUNE. We are receiving one of the galaxies of the industrial world and business in Africa in particular. And if you guess that I'm talking about Aliko DANGOTE and the group, then you are correct. One of the biggest and greatest fortunes and blessings for Africa and the black race in particular. Alhaji DANGOTE, thank you very much indeed for accepting this exclusive interview with the Cameroon Radio Television, and welcome to Cameroon.
Thank you very much. It's a great pleasure to be here.
We too. You just had an audience with President Paul Biya, the Unity Palace. From all statistics I know, after conducting so many interviews, you are the first Nigerian business leader to be received on a one-on-one basis by President Biya at the State House. What was the content of your all-business meeting at the Unity Palace?
I think, first of all, it was really a great honor, privilege, to have met Mr. President, His Excellency. We had a lot of sort of conversation in terms of our investment in Cameroon and, our investments in Africa generally. And, also, he decorated me with the National Honor Grand National of Values. So that one actually translated into asking us, what investments are we making today in Africa and what are we going to continue to do in Cameroon. But he was really very, very encouraging, encouraging me to continue to do what we are doing all over Africa. So it was really a great meeting.
Of course, Cameroon is one of the 17 countries in which you do business in Africa, especially in cement, especially in food chain, sugar, refinery, and all others you can imagine. Your business empire employs directly and indirectly about 30,000 people worldwide, in Cameroon between 8,000 and 9,000. In what fields do you operate in Cameroon? What kind of businesses do you do in Cameroon?
Well, in Cameroon, as you know, first of all, we have now group-wide 52,000. In cement, we have over 31,000 people working for us. In Cameroon, we are now doing only cement. As you know, that all our businesses, we do in Nigeria, the one that we do outside Nigeria is only cement business. And that's why we are in almost 17 countries. But in Cameroon, we are also looking for other opportunities, of which to start exporting porcelain from here to, Nigeria and most likely gypsum. We are looking at those opportunities. We are also looking at the opportunity of agriculture here, and also the other area where we are deeply looking into is the gas-based industries. Cameroon has a lot of gas reserves, but it has not been tapped. And that is the kind of opportunity we are looking for. We are looking for that kind of opportunity. So I've discussed this with Mr. President extensively, and he encouraged me that we should continue to talk to their own, to talk to their government and see how they could help in getting some of this, gas, and we'll set up some gas-based industries, either petrochemicals or urea plants.
Cameroonians are very proud that amongst your CEOs, the youngest of all your empire is a Cameroonian, who is, of course, Cité Bertrand Bok, and they are very glad. They told me that I should tell you that they are very satisfied with such mark of confidence you have given to the nation. I just want to know...
well, he's doing well.
I just want to know from you, Aliko DANGOTE, how did you succeed to become one of the giants of the business world in the world? I should tell my audience that you should be the richest black person on earth as we are talking, and more to that from Africa.
Well, thank you. Why we are successful as a group, we only go into businesses that we know very well. Like what I keep saying, we have some certain people in the organization. If you wake any one of them middle of the night, he will tell you the process of the business, and the biggest challenge or biggest difficulty of any company is for you to get into what you don't understand. You need to understand what you have to have a vision first. to say, okay, fine, this where I want to start from A to get to C. How do you get there? So you have to have a roadmap. So with our own kind of businesses in, that's why you don't see us doing all sorts. No, we know we're restricted to, we're focused. We're restricted to what we do. So because we are focused, we know in and out of the business. If I have somebody now running our plant, for example, let me not talk about Cameroon, in Liberia, for example, you cannot come and tell me that, no, I cannot be able to deliver X, Y, Z, because we know the business in and out, and we'll tell you exactly what you should do. So that is the difference between us and other people. We are not doing trial by error and just getting into business because we want to make money. It's not about making money. It's about being successful and also creating wealth, not only for yourself, for even the environment that you operate, which means that includes all the stakeholders. But with Bertrand, you mentioned that, yes, Bertrand is true. He came, he took over from Engineer, but Bertrand is doing extremely very, very good job. And for us too, it is also good. We don't like going to countries and then having foreigners at the MDs. It's always good you take somebody who is from, who is from that same...
The son of the soil.
The son of the soil. So he can understand and he knows everybody. So if there are issues, for example, today, I don't have to start coming to Cameroon as the chairman or our MD, because we are operating in several other countries. We don't have time to be running here and there. But with Bertrand, we are
saves you time, energy, and resources.
Well, it also gives that sense of belonging to the people here. Because if I bring even a Nigerian who is like a Cameroonian, right? Because we border each other.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Even if you bring a Nigerian, it's not the same as having a Cameroonian. So these are the kind of policies that we want to have. We want to develop people. I want to see that, yes, at the end of the day, maybe we have even 100% Cameroonians running the business rather than us bringing people from here and there. So he's doing a great job.
I know that you have invested so much in your communities. Back in 2014, Forbes magazine described you as the most powerful man in Africa. You promised to inject roughly nearly $2 billion into your foundation to help people move out of poverty in the educational domain, in health domain. How much have you invested in your communities? And finally, for young people doing business who want to become like Aliko DANGOTE, what message do you have for them?
Well, let me start from the last question. What message I have for them is that they have to have a vision, and they have to, they should not put making money at the forefront. They need to work hard. Money doesn't come that easy. The most important thing that you have, is your own name first. You have a lot of young people that what they want is to jump the next year. It's a gradual process. Okay. So I think,
of course,
yes,
your own reputation is plus 40 years of business operations.
Yes, so I think that's what they need to do. But these days people want to start today, and they don't want to crawl, they want to start running right away. So I think it's not, the right thing to do.
Okay. And what about your humanitarian work? You said
humanitarian work, what we have done is that we've done an endowment, to the foundation, not $2 billion, it's $1.25 billion. So we're doing quite a lot all over, Africa. But what we have is that we're spending 70% of the foundation's spending in Nigeria, 20% in other African countries, and then we have 10% outside Africa. Like the cultural center, which we gave $25 million in New York, is part of the 10% that we give outside Nigeria and Africa.
Well, if I was to ask this question to end this interview, is there something, breaking news, that you would like to leave for Cameroonians during this trip? Those in the building and construction are probably waiting to hear that, okay, Baba, as most of them call you here, has reduced the price of cement, that there is something spectacular. Is there something spectacular?
I think what we are trying to do, we are restricted today as to even bringing down the cement prices down, because we really don't have enough capacity. We are at the fullest. We started a couple of years back. Since when we started, the market has accepted our own cement. We are not even doing any advert before. I don't know now whether they are doing some adverts. But we are sold out. But what we are trying to do is that we are now trying to double our capacity. By doubling the capacity, now you have more cement, and then the price will go down. Thank you.
Aliko Dangote, thank you very much for accepting to grant this exclusive interview with the Cameroon Radio Television after your audience with President Paul Biya, and congratulations for having received one of the highest civilian distinctions in the land.
Thank you so much. It's great to be here with you.
Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you. All right.
Okay.